My name is Lincoln Dinning. This is my wife Laurie Dinning, and we are the parents of the late Corporal Matthew Dinning, who was killed on the 22nd of April 2006 in Gumbad, Afghanistan. Him and his team were assigned to protect Brigadier General David Fraser, who was the NATO commander at the time. And the commander had gone back to the base in a helicopter, and Matthew and some of his team had gone back in a jeep, and they were going through a riverbed, and they hit a roadside bomb, and the explosion killed all four. Got a knock on the door, and it was two of my colleagues. I'm a retired OPP officer, and there was a third gentleman with them who I didn't recognize, and the first words out of his mouth were, "I'm the military chaplain." And we knew right then and there that Matthew had been killed.
Right from the get-go, he was a very outgoing, rambunctious little boy, and who loved sports, especially hockey. He was a die-hard hockey player, and of course his idol was Wayne Gretzky, so everything in the house had to be Wayne Gretzky colors or jerseys. And then once he hit high school, he got very involved in the rugby program, and he actually traveled to England with the school. So that was a wonderful experience. We always have pictures of him dressing up and, wearing Lincoln's hat or whatever. Everyone knew this is what he was going to do, and he ended up going to London and taking police foundations, so he pretty well knew what he wanted to do with his life.
At the time, OPP wanted you to have life experience. He was, 19, 20 years old, just finished college, and they wanted you to have done something else before you applied. And the military police, they were the exact opposite. They said, no, we'll grab them when they're young, and we'll train them, and we want them right off the bat. When he joined, shortly after, there was an opportunity to do this close protection unit. And it was basically like a hockey tryout. And that's how he looked at it. So I can remember him phoning several times and saying, "Dad, I made the cut, I'm still on. He finally progressed, and he was so excited to tell us. And he was the youngest ever candidate selected for the close protection team ever in the history of the military at 22 years of age. Because Matthew is so young and he has a lot of young friends, his favorite beer was Oviana. And the people still come by to this day, and on the 22nd of April at the cemetery, there'll be a few OV there, and his buddies will have a toast in his memory, and it makes us feel happy that people still remember, and that's the purpose of the memorials, to remember, to never forget. The biggest message to officers who are at the memorial and do march past the families and give that eyes right command and look at us is thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.